So today, I think I was one of the few people that were actually happy that this was happening in Arena. Nobody was finishing in Platinum. I was feeling so good about the game, and this is why. Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. As you can hear, my voice is still sounding a little bit weird because I'm still recovering from the surgery. Anyhow, the arena, okay, the big part of the end game for Raid Shadow Legends has actually now had a big issue this week. So for the reset that happened today, there was a big issue. Nobody actually managed to finish in Platinum because there's a big problem with the way that points are given for wins, and then when you lose a fight, you lose a tremendous amount of points. So for this fight right here, I will be fighting someone in gold 3 actually, and if I win, I get 4 points only, which is very small amount, and then if I lose, I will definitely lose way more. I understand to lose a lot of points, but I don't understand that as you go down, the number of points is very extreme in the way that it works. So you get a 17 here, and then if I lose, I will only lose a few points. I like this idea, but it's very extreme in the sense that it does not provide what all the players needed. They needed a way of competition. So I said at the start of the video that I liked that we had this issue. The reason that I liked it is because this would lead hopefully to Plarium actually taking notice, because they cannot have something which they call, well, this year was going to be the year of PvP, so can't have something which they want to focus on solely for 2022 and have it completely being broken, being the worst part in terms of how it works within the game. Okay, it's not something that players hate, but the way that it works right now, the way that the matchmaking system works, the points, even the rewards are not as it should be for what Plarium is saying that they want to do with it. So this should have been fixed honestly with the introduction of gold 5, but apparently they did something and they messed it up. And today we had news about that change. So I didn't post the video immediately today after I realized nobody ended in Platinum, but a couple of hours later I was waiting for a response by Platinum, and here it is. I'll show it to you guys also if you didn't catch it, and I'll explain what I mean. So Green Knight here said, since the current state of affairs in Classic Arena raised various concerns, mainly as to Platinum tier and the ability to progress in general, we want to give some updates on what we're planning to do to improve the situation. Arena points rebalance in gold 5 and platinum tiers. Requirements to reach both tiers will be lowered. So I don't get this first change, arena points rebalance. I hope that they mean the points that you get for winning and losing, but it's not what they wrote. What they wrote is just a change to how the gold tiers, the gold 5 and platinum, have an entrance at 3,500. So if this drops down to 3,200, I don't think it's gonna be a change, really. If the points that you win and lose are the same, this is not a change that we were looking for, right? And this 3,800, it's the same thing basically. Since the rating that you get does not change, it doesn't change anything on how the account works. And there's other problems with the arena, such as the magic steal that you get. They could have increased this a little bit more to increase the desire to compete in higher parts of the game, and also the amount of gold bars. If it was dramatically increased in all areas, that would have been better for players trying to max out the great hole, because that's another, you know, big grind. It's points that we said multiple times before regarding the arena. So number 2, general arena matchmaking adjustments. So this is what I want to see, okay? Arena matchmaking adjustments. The changes will concern tweaking the matchmaking in bronze and silver tiers, and this is where it's a bit wrong, because currently players are not in real struggle in those tiers, especially bronze. Like, all players leave bronze in, I want to say, the first week of play, maybe the first couple of days. If they kind of understand how to build a team, like the basics, and not just putting 4 random champions in there and wishing for the best, they'll get out of bronze. Silver is a little bit different, but after you reach, you know, silver 4 and get into gold 1, the problem is still going to be the same. The teams will be extremely difficult to fight, And if you have the same issue with gaining rating when fighting teams, then it's going to be pretty much impossible to go against the hardest team right here at the bottom, which is going to be like crazy, and try to beat that is just going to be impossible. All right. I'm not sure what they're going to change. In addition, we'll improve our system that prevents players from being demoted from gold tiers too rapidly. I don't get this. Too rapidly demoted. I mean, if you keep on losing, then it's not going to count the points you lose. Is that how it's going to change? So these first 2 points that I mentioned, these are going to be changing this week. We don't know exactly when, but they have until Friday, I guess, for the end of the week and this thing to be implemented. And then the third thing, progress missions. Several arena related missions will become easier to complete. I like this overall. There's many missions that do affect the game, and the Great Hall completion missions and the ones that you need to get into gold 4 to get arbiter, those are the most important ones for newer players. If that is dropped to gold 1, let's say, then I mean, that's gonna be way easier. But again, it's very hard to complete the Great Hall, especially getting a bonus to level 10 is a long grind within the gold tiers. So I don't know how those missions will be changed. We didn't get any information about that. I hope it's like a solid change that makes sense for the newer players who are pretty much always stuck on those missions right now within the game. Every thread that I see, every comment that I see about Arena, it's about those missions, about how they work, and that they need arbiter to compete into gold tier, and everybody has arbiter in there. It's crazy on how the whole Arena works. And well, basically this is what they said. We'll keep you updated on the whole process, so stay tuned. They didn't say anything else regarding the Arena. They didn't address the overflow of gold medals that the end game players have. They didn't address the ratings that you gain and lose, and if that's something that's going to be changed. I hope that it's something that they will add to one of their ways of trying, I guess, trying to beat this problem that they discovered. This was something that we mentioned like almost weekly within the content creator channel about the Arena and issues within the Arena, but they kept on repeating that this was not really an issue and things would be fixed within a couple of weeks, especially with the introduction of gold 5. They even mentioned that the lower tiers will become easier, and that was not the case. Obviously, still players have a lot of issues. My free-to-play account, as an example, is stuck in silver 4 for a long time now. I don't think it deserves to be in gold really, but the difference between the teams is just insane. It's not like it's close and I'm just not getting there. It's like full legendary teams against my my own roster of champions, which is just basically 4 champions sitting there trying to put a defense down and nuke. That's how my free-to-play team works. In terms of the gold 4 and gold 5, it shouldn't be so difficult to fight within gold 4. Gold 5, I do accept it to be a little bit more difficult, but again, it shouldn't be all fights insanely difficulty. I don't think that's what makes Arena enjoyable, especially in the way that the Arena meta has been formed with all the RNG that some sets like the Stone Skid and the Swift Parry bring, such as it's like a dice roll whenever you try to remove the buffs from an enemy, or when you try to nuke an enemy. Do they have a Swift Parry? Yes or no? You don't know until you actually drop them down to 1 health. All right, and that's the little things that make Arena, in my opinion, bad. I mean, the other part would be, I guess, people cooperating with each other, but that's something that's been there for 3 years now. I don't think it's going to change. So no players in the platinum tier. This is how it is. We'll see you on the fix, and I'll keep you guys updated with the video. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.